From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami... EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And he edges forward. It only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 11.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Willis. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
And now an audible here into something else. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this Patriots defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Achane. Nifty move. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
In motion left, Hill. On 3rd down, it's Hammond. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. On the move to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Webb now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 6-0 our score after one. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Patriots at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, here's Strong once more. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Strong one more time. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Webb. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Webb now from the gun. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Webb. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now from the gun, here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
10 for 11. Rig.
Willis looks to pass it here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jones breaking from the contact. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action, it's Webb. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll give it to Strong. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And shedding through the tackle. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
19.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Alert. Check. Panther streak. Go.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third and 5. They'll send Waddle in motion left.
Cup 19.
Willis looking to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A play fake, now Webb. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Open man downfield is Hill. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Willis will look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
60. Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Willis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
19, Charger, 19.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Check, hurt, hurt.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Gravity Lions, bring it.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll run for it with Achane. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Arte Mapu, the one to bring him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. 19 Lions.
Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 60 back.
To throw, Webb. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McKenzie. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Webb. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready, ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. His throw incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Up the middle, Achane. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
No, no.
Again, it's Achane. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On third down, it's Hammond, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Buffalo 18.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Webb. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Fights loose. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Play action. Willis.
Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Patriots nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
This offense so far on third down, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Webb now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Pioneer.
On first down, Hammond. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Reload. Hey, Chris.
On second down, it's Hammond. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Check smash. 70 Ranger. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Powering his way forward. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give right side. It's McKenzie. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
11 yards on the ticket.
Webb to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. No street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
First and 10, it's Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, Guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take